Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Early Major League Baseball action between the Chicago Cubs and New York Mets from Citi Field in New York. First pitch coming up about 11:05. The game is being broadcast on Roku. If you'd like to watch along and chat along. Alright, let's make sure we're live everywhere on YouTube. OBS seems okay, going at 3250 bit rate instead of 3500. Hopefully my internet doesn't die like it did yesterday, or massively slow down. Shoot, wait. Believe we should be good. Let me check here. Yep. Okay. Let me check the audio real quick. Want to make sure it's coming through. Come on. Testing. Okay. Should be good. Alright, should be ready in a matter of minutes, so can you take care of that, or you got a minute, or do you want me to do it? Okay, thanks. Alright. Guess we could tweet real. You know what? Maybe I can tweet real quick about this. I don't know. Not sure what good it does, honestly. Alright, well, let's go. I need to open up all my overlays first. Okay, come on, open. Jeepers. Alright. Alright, let's take this out. Let's show you how the Mets defense lines up here. Alright, 73 degrees, 8 mile per hour wind, 40% humidity. There's the Mets defense for you. Mets defense taking the field as we speak. Let's get ready for the top of the first. Alright, I need to move my score bug over a little bit. Oops, sorry, let's take out the defense for a second. Nope. Wrong one. There we go. And a reminder, alright, later today at 2:30 we'll have the NBA game. Showing the Cubs lineup. It matches what MLB has, which I have up. And Turner's the DH. And it's Canning on the mound for the Mets. So we'll have the White Sox series at Cincinnati Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we have White Sox Cubs 1:20 p.m. Central in the afternoon. And then the Friday Night Football UFL game. All right, Griffin Canning still warming up. We're going to move the Cubs thing over a little bit so it's more viewable. There we go. Alright, should be just about set. Alright. Mets defense, in case you missed it. Nimmo, Taylor, Soto, outfielder. There's infield, Vientos, Lindor, Kuno, Alonso, Canning, Torrens is the battery. Alright, just about set for the first pitch. Wind up. Here's the delivery. Ball one, high. Fastball. Crow Armstrong, the leadoff hitter, in the left-handed batter's box. Pops a fastball up back by the Cubs dugout. Near the on-deck circle, it just hits out. I thought the catcher was going to get it. Strike one. All right, the Mets are wearing their white unis with the pinstripes. They've got a little bit of pink, like the Sox for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Don't forget to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day. And the Cubs have their blue jerseys with the Cubs logo on the, over the heart. Wait, no. Their left side. Sorry, this side. Alright, what did they call? Okay, ball two. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Tucker on deck. Showing him in the on deck circle. Alright, they're setting up high. Small strike zone for Crow Armstrong. Chases one in the dirt. Strike two. Crow Armstrong hitting .265 on the day. Alright. 2-2 pitch coming up. Here's the windup. They're setting up high. High fastball. 94 swung on and missed. One away for the Cubs in the top of the first. Bringing up Tucker, the right fielder. Oh, excuse me. Just had lunch. Apologies. Alright, so far so good on my internet. Let's hope it stays that way. Alright. Tucker's first pitch. Fastball, 95. Taken, strike one. Just caught the outside edge. He's hitting .276, 10 home run, 32 RBI. From the left-handed batter's box against the righty. Whoa, that fastball was inside, taken for strike two. He didn't like the call. According to the little rectangle, it was inside. Again, the game is on Roku if you want to watch along and listen to me. Roku is free. I think you just need to create an account. I've had Roku TVs for a while and Roku streaming devices. Alright, 0-2 pitch. Fouled off a fastball, 95. We'll do it again. 0-2 still the count. Alright, setting up takes one just low, 89. Looked like maybe a slider or something, or curveball. The CHSN, Chicago Sports Net, has the pitch type. That's how I know it for the White Sox, but not so here on Roku. High and away, ball 2, 93 miles per hour. Roku, and this looks like an MLB.TV or MLB channel, and whatever you call it, broadcast. That there was some. I recognize some of the people on the pregame. Chases one low, strike 3. So 2 swinging strikeouts, and there's quickly 2 away in the visitor half of the first inning. All right. Right-handed hitting, Suzuki chases a low 88 mile per hour pitch. Strike 1. 250, 9 home runs, 32 RBI, OPS 815, 640 slugging on the road. All right, right-hander on right-hander. Fouled off a fastball. Strike 2. Pitch clock rolling from 15. You can see it on the wall behind Suzuki. Alright, here's the windup. 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1, 94 miles per hour. Alright. Wind up. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. 86. Ball 2. Evens the count. Oh, I gotta get my phone. Oh. Alright. 2-2. Here's the pitch. High. Taken. He did not offer. Mets wanted to appeal. Roku app. Roku has it for free, Piggly Wiggly. Good name, by the way. Yeah, Roku. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't know if they have Roku in Japan, but yeah, it's free in the U.S. Over Roku. I do stuff that's free over the air via, antenna on my roof, normally. This is my first one off of a stream. Chases an 89 mile per hour low pitch. Strike 3. Strikes out the side, and that'll do it for the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Let's mid first, no score. I think you have to create an account. I don't know. I have Roku TVs. Like I have this one's a TCL. Oh, okay, got it. That makes sense. Suzuki, of course. Suzuki-san, yeah, in Japanese. Got it, yeah. So I have a Roku TV. This is a TCL. I also have a Hisense. That one's also a Roku TV. And I have a device for my other TV, for LG, because I don't think there's any Roku app. And the apps on LG aren't as nice, so I have a Roku for that. But yeah, as you know what, Piggly Wiggy, you might be able to just watch it online as well. I could be wrong. I might be mixing it up with Pluto TV. But yeah, at any rate, it's for free if you can find it online or download the app. You might need to create an account, just by email and password, something like that. And when I got into the app, it was the first thing that was live, to select. Yeah, because normally, so in the Chicago, I'm in the Chicago viewing market, and the Cubs are on Marquee Sports. So I don't have cable or satellite or YouTube TV, so to get that as a regional sports network, I would have to pay I believe it's only $20 a month, but that's a lot, and I'm doing this for free so far. All right, headed to the home half of the first. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I guess this is a Roku exclusive. I understand. So if you have MLB, I guess you don't get it. All right, first pitch taken, strike one. Excuse me, and thanks for the compliment. This is Francisco Lindor, 296, 8 homers, 25 RBI. Left-handed pitcher delivers, faked a bunt, took it outside, strike two. Big looping pitch. Yeah, and I don't know how international blackout restrictions work, but this is, Roku exclusive. Fouled off a 94 mile per hour fastball, so we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. No, you're not bothering me. I appreciate the chat. Ball one taken inside, 94. All right, 1-2 is the count. Whoop! I just hit the wrong button. There we go. All right, here's the set, the wind-up, delivery. Chases a 78 mile per hour, strike three. One away, bottom of the first. 4 up, 4 strikeouts. 3 for, let me double check their lineup that nothing changed. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Vientos, Nimmo, Marte, Torrens, Acuna, Taylor. Okay. Got it. All right, 1 out, lefty on lefty. It's Soto hitting 259. Chases a fastball just outside. Strike one, 94 miles per hour. 259 for Soto, 8 homers, 19 RBI. Strike two, swung on a 95 and missed. That's cool. Yeah. I'm in the Chicago suburbs, so I don't get to the city as much, but that's very cool. Wish I need to go to Japan sometime. Yeah, Wrigley's nice. All right, setting up outside. Fouled off a fastball, 96. We'll do the 0-2 again. Yeah, I haven't seen a baseball game in a long time. I've just gotten back into baseball in the last week. I needed something to live stream like Monday through Thursday. I was going to do UFL football this morning, but the local channel is showing infomercials instead of the game. All right, here's the pitch. Chases an 84 mile per hour pitch. Low and outside, strike three. 3 strikeouts for the Cubs in the top of the first. 2 so far for the Mets, all swinging. All right, Alonso Boyd delivers, taking strike one. Pete Alonso, the first baseman, 322, 9 home run, 34 RBI in 40 games this year. Swung out on a 94 mile per hour fastball, strike two. Tokyo Dome. Okay. My first love is football, by the way. Green Bay Packers, even though I'm in the Chicago area. And then hockey. But I like the pace of baseball again. Swung on and missed, strike three, 95-mile-per-hour heater. That'll do it for the first. 3 strikeouts aside. We'll head to the home visiting portion of the second inning. No score, and I gotta fix my graphic here real quick. Oh no, I just hit a button and screwed it up. Mistyped here. Jeepers, I am having trouble typing. Alright, let's take this. Oh, and I forgot to show you the... Oh, yeah, tackle football. American. NFL. Here, I'll search for the emoji here. No, sorry, not a big... Why? Oh, wait, search emojis. There we go. Oh, nice. I'm glad I could help out. Glad you get to see the game with the old Roku. All right. Yeah, sorry, not a big soccer fan. Just have never got into it. My 10-year-old son plays it. I watch those games. They won yesterday. Had a goal, by the way. All right. Oh, I forgot to put up the Cubs defense in the bottom of the first. Let's show that real quick. Cowboys, boo. Yeah, I'm a Packer fan. The Cowboys are popular. All right, the Cubs lined up. Whoops, sorry about this. Let me get the Cubs up there. The Cubs have Suzuki in left, Crow, Armstrong in center, Tucker in right, Birdie, Swanson, Horner, Bush, that's your infield. Boyd to Kelly is the battery. Whoops. All right, yep. Let's get this up and take the defense down. All right. Oh, yeah, Joe Girardi is on the call. He's from Peoria, went to Northwestern, debuted with the Cubs in '89. Had a second stint with the Cubs. All right, here we go. Strike one, swung on and missed. 98 miles per hour. All right. Here's the taken right down the middle. Strike two, 93 miles per hour. This is Suzuki. Wait. No, this is Bush. I'm sorry. I didn't realize Suzuki struck out in the top of the first. Apologies. All right, 0-2 pitch. Here's the windup. The delivery fouled off of 89 mile per hour fastballs. Or maybe a slider, sorry. Yeah, rivals. My mom was from Wisconsin. Yeah, of course they don't. Taken high, ball one. Yeah, because the Packers have done very well against the Cowboys. The Cowboys dominated the Packers for... The Packers couldn't win in the 90s against Dallas. Really, or the 80s either. Popped up. Short left field, on the run, in the sun, and caught and fallen down by the left fielder. One away, top of the second here. And they're showing Joe Girardi making his debut in '89 in Wrigley. He's got the color commentary for Roku today. All right, ball one high, 95. Yeah, I get it. It's tough to be a road fan. Strike one, taken 94. Again, one out here, top of the second. This is Kelly in the fifth place in the lineup. Right-hander versus right-hander. Fouls off 86 mile per hour pitch for strike two. We got a 333 average, 8 homer, 23 RBI in 23 games. Leads NL catchers. No, yes, that is. They do call people from Wisconsin cheeseheads, but I don't personally own one. In the dirt, ball two. But yes, that's the derogatory term that Illinois and other neighboring states call Wisconsinites. I'm from Illinois, but a Packer fan. My mom was from Wisconsin. He hits one just foul down the left field line. We'll do the 2-2 pitch again. No worries. And yes, all are welcome. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm just okay. Have fun. Thank you. Have a good day. Swung on and missed. Strike three. 95 miles per hour and misses just a little bit high and away. Good pitch. 2 away. I took the Cowboys tour, so I liked they did a great job touring. You get to see the locker rooms. Okay, apologies, I missed the first pitch. 1-0 ball. Okay, this is Nico Horner, the second baseman, hitting 280. Here's the windup. Fouled off, strike one, 95, just in the zone. Yeah, see, when I took the Packer Stadium tour, you got to pay for the tour, but when I did the Packer, Lambeau Field tour, you don't get to see the locker rooms. So props to the Cowboys for having a good fan experience for their stadium tour. Whoa, high, ball two, had to back out of the way. Wasn't that far inside. I think he's just crouching the plate. Induced vertical break on sliders. Canning is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the league. All right, here's the pitch. Pops up a 94 mile per hour on the infield. First base under it. In foul Terry makes the catch to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down. Again for the Cubs as we head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. I need to fix my graphic. Hold on 1 second. Yes, welcome to all Mets fans. I won't bash the Mets. I grew up, I was a Sox and Cubs fan, and I know nobody from either side likes to hear that, but another Clay Holmes. Yeah, you'll have to fill me in. I've only been back with baseball for a week. I started with the Sox getting swept by the Royals last week. I just needed something to stream to fill in the days because I got tired of streaming video gameplay. I figured, I'd interact this way with people on baseball. Yeah, thanks for joining. Tokyo Dome and other baseball maybe have that too. We like soccer and basketball. Yeah, thanks for calling it soccer so I know what you're talking about. And basketball here too. You guys have, I was going to say Amazon Prime, I think I saw, has Tokyo Rugby, Japanese rugby, and maybe some of their basketball. So we'll see how this Sunday morning on Roku games go. Maybe I'll continue this. Pitch to contract pitchers, Abel and Dice. Oh, ground balls and quick innings. Yeah. No, I got to say, I'm back. This is great for baseball. The pitch clock, I think, has won me back. I stopped watching baseball like 2010. My son was like less than a year old, and the Cubs were bad that year. Again, I grew up being a Sox and Cubs fan. The Sox were good in '83, and the Cubs were good in '84. And they were never like good the same year, so it was easy just to follow along. But all right, let's get ready for the home half of the second inning. It says American names silly. Our football we play with feet, but American football very little feet. Yeah, no, I agree. Popped up, second base under it, caught out number one. Quickly one away for the Mets. Hey, how did you get? Oh, it's actually Piggy Wiggly. I read it as Piggly Wiggly. That's a supermarket in Wisconsin. So sorry if I meant Piggy Wiggly. All right. What do we got here? So this is Nemo, I believe. I don't want to call him. Oh yeah, Kosuke Fukudome. Yes, I do remember Fukudome. All right, strike one taken. 93 miles per hour. Lefty on lefty. Wow, the Cubs have a huge Motorola patch on their right shoulder. Ooh, ball one taken inside. 79, close. It is Nemo, like Finding Nemo. Okay. Two pet pigs. All right, 92, grounded down the right side, just foul. That would have been trouble. Instead, it's just strike two. Okay, so Nemo. Thanks for the heads up. Wow, that wasn't foul by much. Like less than a foot. They're showing the Cubs. Yeah, the Cubs have the third base dugout. Mets have the first base. Okay. 1-2 the count. One away. Bottom of the second. Nemo up, facing Boyd. 80 miles per hour outside. Ball two. That was pitch 17 for Boyd. On the. All right, here's the pitch. Swung on, miss, 84 miles per hour. Looked like a curve. Of course, I don't know pitch types. Just guessing. Two away. Oh yeah, and for Piggly Wiggly, their slogan was "Shop the Pig." I think it still is. That might be their current. Piggly Wiggly, shop the pig. All right. This is Starling Marte. That name sounds familiar. All right, strike one taken, 93, outside corner, or outside edge of the plate. Lefty against someone in the right-handed batter's box. Fouled off 93 down the third base line. Early on the pitch, strike two. 20 pitches for Boyd thus far. Marte hitting 188. Low and inside. Oh, it hit him. Okay, I was wondering why MLB already had Torrens up, and it's because hit by a pitch. All right, first base runner of the game in the home half of the second, but two away. And the pitch got away. I think it hit him in the foot. Maybe the right foot. I couldn't tell. Oh, here's a good replay. Yep, it hit the dirt, then his leg, I think. Yeah, I'll have to get a location for you. They used to have him in the Chicago area, but I couldn't tell you the last time I saw one. Wisconsin's your best bet. All right, checks the runner at first. Here's the delivery. Setting up inside. It's outside. Ball 1, 93. Missed the zone outside. This is Torrens. He's hitting 239. 22 pitches for Boyd. He's checking the runner. He's set. Throws to first. Not in time. Marte back, standing up. Full beard for Torrens. Torrens wears number 13 for the Mets. Got a pink bat day. A pink bat today for Mother's Day. Here's the pitch. Taken 78. Strike 1. Excuse me. Yes. Good state for cheese. Fouled off 93 over the dugout and into the stands. Out of play. Strike 2. Alright, can you even see the Mets hat? I guess I need to move this forward a little bit. Is it more visible now? I guess it's a little dark there. Alright. I have a hat for every baseball team, so that's why that's there. All right. Here's the pitch. Fouled off 82 out of the zone. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Oh, okay. My mom was a Packer fan. She was from Wisconsin. In fact, I'd probably be a Braves fan if they were still in Milwaukee. Because she... Alright, here's the pitch inside, 95, 2-2. Yes, I have an Expos hat. Blue and the red, white, and blue. Alright, 2-2 pitch up, checks the runner, so that you only get 2 throws to first, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so my mom convinced my older brother to be a Packers fan. Then my next sister, my oldest sister, is a Bears fan. She's a daddy's girl because my dad's from the Chicago area. And then all right, 79 mile per hour, driven into left center, back at the track, off the wall. Ball rolls into center field. That's going to score a run for the Mets. And safe at third with a triple, avoiding the tag. First run of the game, and a runner at third with 2 away for the Mets. So the hit by pitch comes back to haunt the Cubs, and okay, back to the. So it was a 79 low on the strike zone. Hit off the wall near 370. The center fielder almost had it. And then Torrens slid wide of the bag on the right side, kept his left hand on the bag as the tag was applied. So good slide at third. This will bring up a righty. Taken strike, ball 1. Thanks. Yeah, so the next sister was convinced to be a Packers fan, so I went with the majority, I guess. And they were terrible growing up. Fouled off, 93, strike 2. In fact, I distinctly remember the Bears winning 8 straight, so that's what, the 85, 86, 87, 88 season before the Packers finally beat them in 89. And the Bears led the series until recently. All right, 0-2 pitch, way outside, 1-2. That would have hit if the batter was in the lefty box. Here's the pitch, fouled it off. It was low, 82 miles per hour, but he got a piece of it. All right, so we got 1 run on 1 hit because the pitch runner scored. And I gotta fix my graphic coming up. Here's the pitch into left or right center fielder under it, caught for out number 3, but not before the Mets pick up a run on one hit. They plated the hit by pitch batter. We head to the bottom of the third. I'm sorry, top of the third. 1-0 Mets. There we go. Oh, thanks so much. No problem. All right, I got to get more water. I will be right back. And here is the stream schedule coming up this week. Whoops. Let me take this down. Oh. Oh, man. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Even though I soured on baseball, I love the hats. You know, it's part of the uniform. I don't know. And so the only hats I bought recently have been like hockey hats as I've gotten back into hockey as well. Always loved football, the NFL. It's been much easier to follow the Packers in the Chicago area lately. They don't seem to schedule the Packers and Bears at the same time. Yeah, I don't know. Like, when my son was 1, I don't know. The Cubs were awful in 2010, and yeah, I thought the games dragged on, but I'm telling you that I got to give them credit. This pitch clock, that's why I jumped back in, because my friends told me to try it, because they said the pitch clock really sped up the game, so I'm glad they... Oh, I got to take the runner off of third here. But yeah, I think I'm back. All right, strike one taken, 93 miles per hour, just on the inside corner. Yeah, yeah. Especially playoff games, they used to take 3.5 hours. It was so bad. All right, low in the dirt, ball 1. We got Turner, the DH. He's hitting 161. Canning has 34 pitches thus far. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Swanson's up. I think I'm behind because this is streaming. So 1-1 pitch. Grounder up the middle. Shortstop gets it. And he's safe. Okay, sorry. So MLB is ahead. That's why I got confused. So that should be an infield hit. It was a tough play up the middle. Now Turner, the DH, is up. Sorry about that. They did give him an infield hit for Swanson. Yeah, and I just got frustrated with the Sox and Cubs too. But like I said, 2010, in August, the Cubs were brutal. High, ball 1. But yeah, with this pitch clock, maybe I'm back in. All right, Turner. 161, 7 RBI, 23 games. In the right-handed batter's box against Canning, a right-handed pitcher. 1-0, low, 2-0, 93, misses just low. All right, here's the pitch. Whoa, high, and they throw to first. Not in time. Runners back. 3-0 now though. To Turner. Hey, but yeah, I'm trying to get back into basketball, but I don't know. I think I'm more sold on baseball than basketball. Oh, wow. 93, they call it. It looked like it was outside. That's strike one. Okay, automatic ball and strike system. Okay, and robo check swing. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they were actually going to finally implement that. I thought maybe they were still checking this in the minors. Throw to first, not in time. We got a 3-1 count. Nobody out. Man at first after an infield single by Swanson up the middle. Shortstop made a good play, but it wasn't in time. All right, righty on righty. Just outside. That is ball 4. 2 aboard for the Cubs in the top of the third, but nobody out. Oh, okay, got it. That's what, yeah. Yeah, so I like football 1, hockey 2. Blackhawks stink though. Just got back into that. That's what got me. That's what started the channel because CHSN, a regional sports network, is only available over the air and like select satellite, cable, and YouTube. They're swung on and missed, strike one. Maybe he fouled it back. They had a weird behind the plate. They're not available on Comcast or Xfinity, and that's was the inspiration for this channel, was to just broadcast the Blackhawks. And I just didn't have any interest. I might be back into the NBA, but the Bulls are, I would think, be hard to watch. I don't know if I can take all the 3-point attempts. Might have seemed like a good idea in the 90s, but all right, 2 on, nobody out, top of the third, 0-1 count. This is Birdie, the 9th place hitter, hitting .254. Checking the runner, he steps off the rubber. Runners retreat. Swanson at second. Turner at first. So an infield single and then a walk. Strike 2. 87 miles per hour. I looked away for a second. I don't know if it was a swing or a take. All right, here's the pitch. Taken high, ball 1. Throw to first, ball gets away, runner's safe. All right, that should be ball 1. I don't know why Roku didn't put it. Might have had him if he could have held on to the ball. It was close. Catcher wanted it. Yeah, we'll see how the Thunder at Nuggets game goes today. That game last night was boring to me for basketball. Fouled off, still 1-2. I don't know. I know it was a close game, but and then the other game was a blowout, but yeah, Timberwolves at Warriors, that game just kind of boring to me. Very low scoring through the first half. Hits one into right field. Right fielder goes under it. He grabs it and throws it to the infield so they cannot tag and move second to third. 1 away with 2 on for the Cubs in the top of the third. Sorry. Are we ready yet here? That was Horner with the catch in right. No, it's Tucker. What? Oh, I'm sorry, Horner. Sorry. First pitch, strike. Oh, ball. Sorry. Oh my God, I gotta pay attention. Yes, of course. Oh, Soto. What the heck were they showing? All right. Never mind. Here's the pitch to the lefty. Bounces. Ball 2. Inside. Crow Armstrong, the leadoff hitter, playing center. 263 average for the season. 47 pitches for Canning. All right. I don't know what is with their strike. Their ball. Yeah, it's 2-0. They had 1-1 for some reason. All right, he's set. Here's the delivery. Strike 1 taken, 89. High in the zone, but it was in the box or on the line. All right. 4 homer, 22 RBI for Crow Armstrong. Fouled off a 95-mile-per-hour pitch. Strike 2. They're showing his swing in the last 3 seasons. 23, 24, 25. It's not so much his swing, it's his stance. It's gotten wider. Yeah, he's got a really... Alright. Swung on and missed. Nasty pitch. 91. Bottom dropped out of it. 2 away. It was like just on the inside corner, and then it dropped, and he swung over the top. Great pitch by Canning, who's thrown 50 when we're at the top of the third. Tucker, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 274, 10 homers, 32 RBI, 926 OPS. All right. From the left-handed batter's box against the righty. Hits a ground ball to the first baseman, to the pitcher, covers the bag in time. That's it. The Cubs waste 2 runners on with nobody out. We head to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Mets. And I got to fix this right here. Mid-third. Middle of the third. All right, I'll be right back. Ugh. Actually, do I need more water yet? No, we're good. Alright. Okay, we're back. Oh yeah, so hence the channel name, Sinbin Stream. Originally Chicago hockey, Chicago Blackhawks, and the minor league team, the Chicago Wolves, who unfortunately lost in the opening round best of 3 to the Blackhawks affiliate, the Rockford Ice Hogs. The Battle of I-90 series. Because I would think local TV, Channel 50, would have had, they had the game 1 because they have the home games, and they would have had more if, I think if the Wolves had continued, because I still see them slotted in the guide on my TVs. And of course they're not on because they were eliminated. Streams coming up this week, and 2:30 NBA today as well. right, swung and we got strike one. Tyrone Taylor hitting 248. Ninth hitter pops a 93-mile-per-hour pitch on the infield. First baseman takes it just behind the mound. That was Bush, number 29. We got one away. Bottom of the third. All right. It is the top of the order. Lindor, he's 0 for 1. Takes low and inside. Ball 1. From the right-handed batter's box. Fouled off. 93. Strike 1. I gotta get a microphone so the camera mic doesn't pick up all my neighbors' noise. I'll look into that. Alright, here's the pitch. Looping 74 mile per hour taken. Strike 2. 37 pitches thus far for, who is it, Boyd? Yeah, Boyd. Foul off 94. We'll do it again at 1 and 2. With one away here in the bottom of the third. Yep. Hey, Bubba, thanks for joining. Here's the pitch. Driven to left, down the line, and just foul. Short third and left chase, but I think it went out of play. 1 and 2. No, I just heard a car alarm. Dogs usually bark and yard work noise. I also have a neighbor this way that has a batting net. They sometimes do aluminum batting practice. That can be annoying. Bounces 1, ball 2. So far, so good, though, from the neighbors. All right. Lindor waiting for the 2-2. Swings and hits it into left field for a single. One aboard with one out. Oh, yeah, I gotta fix this. Yeah, what inning? Okay, the Mets scored in the second. I gotta fix this. So 1 hit for the Cubs and now 2 for... Wait, is 2 for the... Is that right? Yeah. All right, lefty on lefty. It's throw to first, not in time. We got 1 out, 1 on. All right, Soto, the lefty against the lefty. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, 82. 42 pitches for Boyd. Out. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 93. 0-2. Yeah, so the game is streaming on Roku. I might be a touch behind MLB here. The box score. So, if you joined us late, hit by pitch and then a triple. And that's the 1-0 score for the Mets. Low and outside. Ball 1, 82. Pete Alonso on deck. First baseman. 44 pitches for Boyd. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2, 82 miles per hour. I don't know. They say 1 and 2. I could swear it's 2-2. I don't know what Roku's doing here. I could quick check MLB, I guess. Throw to first. So I think that was 2, so he can take off if he chooses. Alright. Here's the pitch. 91. Grounded to first. Over to second. Back in time. Believe that's a 3-6-3 double play. That'll end the inning. For the Mets. We head to the top of the 4th. Still 1-0. Yep. Let's get some more water. I'll be right back. Whew. All right. We head to the top of the 4th. We're talking to Carlos Mendoza, second season as the Mets manager. Alright, we're set. First pitch, just... Whoa! I thought it was outside. They called it a strike. Or the home plate umpire called it a strike. Alright. This is Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. Or, wait. Yes. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That's right. The first 3 batters struck out for both teams. 1-1 the count. Ball 1. Alright, fouled off. Should be strike 2. 54 pitches thus far for the Mets. Canning, number 46. Right-hander against right-hander. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, 94. We'll do it again. 1 and 2. Suzuki. Or no, I'm sorry. Yep. Yeah, MLB's ahead. I gotta wait. Ball 2. Yeah, what the... Yeah, so MLB is ahead. I'm not sure what happened. I'll just wait. Two pitch. Grounder. Pitcher gets it, tosses it to the first baseman in one fell swoop. He got it with the left in his glove and then just underhanded it. 1 away, top of the 4th. Good play by Canning. Just outstretched the arm and then just tossed it right to the first baseman in time. Excuse me. All right. From the left-handed batter's box, Bush 0 for 1. 57 pitches for Canning. Swung on and missed, 90. Strike 1. 266 average, 7 homers, 24 RBI, 868 OPS, 0 for 1, a flyout. Michael Bush, number 29, the first baseman. All right. I don't know if he fouled it, but strike 2. Swung on looked like a slider, 90. It would have been a strike if he had taken it. Excuse me. Okay, I don't need that long establishing shot. All right, here's the pitch. Bounces in the dirt, 89, ball 1. 1 away, top of the 4th. 60 pitches for Canning. Left-handed batter's box for Bush. Canning, the righty, delivers inside, 94, ball 2. Carson Kelly on deck, the catcher. Setting up inside, 94, grounded to first. He'll take it himself, 2 away. Bringing up Kelly, the catcher. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, hitting .329 on the season. A routine grounder to the first baseman. He took it himself to retire Bush. Alright, wind up. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed, 80. That had some movement. Wow. 0 for 1 strikeout, .329 average, 8 home runs, 23 RBI, 1.195 OPS. Alright, here's the pitch. Bounces outside, ball 1 in the dirt. Alright, here's the pitch. Man, they don't foul. Nope, hit to right. A liner right at the right fielder. That's out number 3. They don't show the pitch clock unless they catch it off the actual wall in the stadium. The clock. I don't understand that. All right, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-0 Mets again on a hit by pitch and followed by a triple. Let's check up on... I'm sure there's MLB going. I think NHL's later today. Yep. We have Jets at Stars, Game 3, series even at 1-1. Maple Leafs at Panthers tonight. That Toronto leads 2-1. This is Game 4. I'm going to check ahead to see if they have next Saturday's games yet, but they probably don't know if any series is going 6 games yet. Still at commercial. Friday, they don't even have the times yet. Those won't be on. But Friday I'll have White Sox at Cubs 1:20, and then the Friday night football UFL anyways. Yep, Saturday we don't know the times yet then. And that's only if it goes game 6. I think that's the only games that ABC might have. My schedule Saturday is kind of up in the air yet. Oh yeah, and NBA is at 2:30. We'll have that here on Sinbin Stream, and then they'll have another game I think at night, so we can check the MLB scoreboard for games in progress. Yep, just about to get started. All right, let's get back. Outside, ball 1. Talking to Craig Counsell, 11th season as a manager, Brewers and Cubs. Here's the pitch, fouled off, 93, strike 1. The batter is Alonso, 0 for 1. 318 on the season. 9 homer, 34 RBI. There's the pitch, fouled off. 1-2. Excuse me. All right, lefty against the righty. Outside, ball 2. Oh, he called that a strike. I thought that was a ball, and he rightfully argues about it. That pitch was way outside. Strike 3 taken. Holy cow. That was insane. Wow. Well, the Cubs will take it. All right, from the right-handed batter's box, 72 on the outside edge, taken, strike 1. A lot of bottom dropping out of that. A lot of movement on that pitch. All right, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on to the shortstop. A grounder. Fields it. Throws to first. A little high, but in time. Good play by the first baseman to catch the ball. Quickly 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. All right. 2 away. We got a lefty up. It is Nemo, the left fielder. Brandon Nemo, number 9, hitting .214, 7 home runs, 23 RBI, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 675 OPS. All right. All right, Boyd is set. Here's his wind-up delivery. Outside, ball 1, 79. That's the 53rd pitch for Boyd on the afternoon. Next one, low, ball 2. Almost in the dirt, 92. All right, here it is. Swung on and missed. Strike 1, 91, just on the inside edge of the plate. All right, here's the windup. Swung on and missed. Strike two. 92 right down the middle plate. Wind up delivery. It's a blooper to left. One hopper to the left fielder. Single with two away. Here in the home half of the fourth inning. 0-1-0 for the Cubs. 1-4. Hey, who's up? All right, Marte with a runner at ball one, taken inside. Oh yeah, Marte was hit by a pitch and scored the only run of the game. Yeah, MLB's ahead of. All right, grounded into left field. Another hit for the Mets here in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, since I'm streaming it. Yeah, MLB's ahead. The hitter is Torrens, the catcher, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI, or sorry, 1 for 1 before this at bat. RBI triple. Yeah, they're ahead. Maybe he makes the first pitch out. 92 swung on to left field near the foul line and caught just in fair play, just short of the fence, and that does it for the Mets. Fourth inning. We head to the top of the fifth. 1-0. So they picked up 2 hits, but no runs in the fourth. Good. That looks good. All right. So Horner leads off for the Cubs, followed by Swanson and then Turner. So that is what? 6, 7, and 8 spot in the Cubs lineup today. Oh, I should start getting the basketball scheduled. I guess I can do it between games. Coming up at 2:30, Thunder at Nuggets. Game 4. Nuggets lead the series 2-1. All right. Oh, let's see if... Yeah, I don't think they've started yet. They're just in warm-up. Forgot what time those games are. Well, let's see. This game's coming up at Brewers... Brewers-Rays is coming up at 12:40 Central. So these games should be starting shortly. All right. So no live stream tomorrow on Sinbin Stream. We'll have the 3 games set for White Sox at Reds. We will have Sox at Cubs and UFL Friday Night Football on Friday. Cubs, Sox, Cubs Friday afternoon, Friday night UFL football. All right, should be just about set here for the top of the fifth. Right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher Canning, ball one inside. 278, no homers, 15 RBI for Nico Horner, the second baseman. Setting up right down the middle is the catcher. Pitch is hot. Oh, they counted as a strike. That looked like it was up out of the zone. At least according to the box. Wow. This strike zone is all over the place. Here's the pitch. Bouncer in the dirt outside. 2-1. Got plenty of crowd shots of moms with their babies they're showing. All right. Here's the pitch. Grounder just outside the plate. Catcher fields it. Throws to first in time. Good play. That is Torrens, the catcher. And through to Alonso, the first baseman. One away. Top of the fifth. Dansby Swanson, the shortstop, number 7, 1-for-1 with a single, 245 average, 8 homer, 22 RBI, 760 OPS, 69 pitches. Nice for Canning on the afternoon. One away here in the top of the fifth. Turner, the designated hitter, on deck. He had a walk his first plate appearance. Swanson 1-for-1. High and a little bit inside, ball one, 92 miles per hour. Pitch, that was pitch 70, obviously. All right, here's the set. High again, 93, ball two. Way high on that one. All right. In the windup, here's the delivery. I don't know what this ump was. That a ball or a strike? Okay, it was just outside. He's been calling that a strike, but 3-0 now to Swanson. They're setting up right down the middle. He fouls one to he just tipped it with a check swing, and it grounds to first, to second. Throw to first is in time. 2 away now in the top of the fifth. That was an excuse me swing. He meant to check it, and a good break for the Mets. He just check swinged it. A slow roller to second. 4-3 on the ground out. Assist to the second baseman. Put out to the first baseman. All right. Turner is up. Right-hander versus right-hander. Here's the pitch. Strike one taken. Looked high out of the zone. He had a walk in the third. He's got a 161 average, no homer, 7 RBI, 440 OPS. 0-1, and this is pitch number 75 for Canning. Grounder to third. Throws to first, high, but he gets it in time. Good play by Alonso. That'll do it for the Cubs. We are halfway home, heading to the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 Mets. And the Cubs are being one hit. And I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Oh. Alright, still a commercial. We are back. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, please click like on the video. Please consider subscribing to Sin Bin Stream here on YouTube. Appreciate it. And views help out the channel as well. Everything. Thank you so much. Let's see. One, two, three, four. All right. Good outing by both pitchers. First pitch, driven foul and out of play, right field side into the stands for strike one. Acuna's the batter. Taylor on deck, and then the top of the order, Lindor, is in the hole. Oops. Here's the pitch, just outside, ball one, 91. All right. Drives a 78 mile per hour pitch into left field. Leadoff single. Bottom of the fifth here for the Mets. Lead 1-0. Second, yeah, 0-1 and 1-5. All right, that brings up Taylor 0 for 1 with a pop out, 245 average, 1 homer. RBI got taken away. All right, 91 miles per hour, fouled off near the Mets dugout, and just inside. The first baseman couldn't catch it, and that is Bush. Strike one. Bush saw it the whole way into the sun. Just missed it. Like maybe a glove length, if that. He just couldn't quite reach it. Oh, man. Alright, here's the pitch. 92 miles per hour. Fouled off. 0-2. Nobody out. Man at first after a leadoff single by Acuna. And we'll have Lindor on deck, the leadoff hitter. Boyd delivers just outside. 74, ball one. We're just showing Lindor on the in the on deck hitter circle. Batter circle. 66 pitches for Boyd. 76 low and outside. Popped up on the infield. Caught by the first baseman. Bush behind the mound for out number one. "67 pitches for Boyd now. Alright, checking the runner at first. Boyd in the windup. Here's the delivery, or I should say in the stretch. Ball one, low, 70. Excuse me. Alright. Boyd, the lefty, wearing number 16, gets the sign. Delivery misses on a 78 mile per hour pitch. I'm sorry, swung on and missed by Lindor. Lindor is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, 298 average on the season. Boyd's throwing 69 pitches. Nice. Alright. Delivers 92, popped foul territory. First baseman chases and drops it. Bush had a beat on it. And tough over the shoulder catch, but that's strike two, but that could have been an out. Have to keep an eye on if they rule that an error. Maybe that's just a tough catch. I mean, he didn't reach base, so I don't really know how. Oh, it hit off the top of his glove. It wasn't like it was in and out of the glove, but top of the glove. All right, 1-2 the count. One away, one on at first base for the Mets in the home half of the fifth inning, and we got a delay. Uh-oh, what is going on? Council's out of the... Did they call a balk? I don't know what the discussion was. The ump was very animated. Council didn't say a whole lot. I have no idea what was up with that. Oh, okay. Throw to first, picked off. 2 away. Okay, so the announcers were only guessing. They thought maybe interference by the first base coach for the Mets. Yeah, he's definitely out. No challenge. Good pickoff play. Boyd to Bush. And swung on and missed. Strike 3. Ends the inning. Leadoff single. Or maybe 1 out single. I don't know. As we head to the top of the 6th. Still 1-0 Mets. Whoops. All right, I'll be right back. 5 hits for the Mets, 1 run. Only a 1 hit for the Cubs as we head to the 6th. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Roku still at commercial for the broadcast. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get the base runner thing up. And this is what's coming up here on Sin Bin Stream for this week. Still showing that pickoff throw that got the runner. Again, we'll have NBA at 2:30, 2:35. Tip time about 2:40. Strike 1 on the outside. Taken. 0 for 1 fly out for Birdie, the third baseman. 250 average, no homer, 2 RBI for the season. There's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 85. Just a little low and a lot of movement. 77 pitches for Canning. Top of the sixth. Man, for a one-run game, this game is going slow. They have not shown the pitch clock. So I don't know if these guys are just taking it down to one or what, but here's the pitch. Driven into center. Center fielder's under it. Caught for out number one. Fly out. And that'll bring up, let's see, was that Birdie? Yeah, okay. MLB's ahead, as you can see. Well, we already know what's coming. I'm a pitch or two behind. All right, lefty batter's box for Crow Armstrong. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Low and inside. Strike one. Not sure what pitch, but we know what's coming here. All right, 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on a fastball way back. Right field fair pole. Gone into the upper deck. And the Cubs tie the game at 1-1. Touch 'em all, as they say. So 1 run now on 2 hits for the Cubs. Solo shot for Crow Armstrong. He got all of that one. Fastball up and just paid off. Made him pay for it. Canning makes a mistake in the zone. It would have caught the strike zone, and Crow Armstrong drove it deep to right. Whoa, high and maybe a touch outside. 93. Ball 1 to Tucker. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 272 average. 81 pitches now for Canning. Outside, 90. Ball 2. So a 1-out home run here in the top of the 6th for the Cubs ties the game at 1-1. All right, 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. 89 miles per hour, fouled off near the Mets dugout, first base side. 10th home run this season ties his career high for Pete Crow Armstrong. All right, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fouled again. 86. Strike 2. The heck is this? Two, 1 away. Swung on and missed, but either a foul tip, maybe it was a foul tip. The catcher is down. I don't know if this is catcher's interference or if the fall ball got him in between the legs. I have no idea. I couldn't see where that hit. Wow, what happened? I assume it hit him between the legs. I couldn't see on the replay. Ow. Are these guys not wearing cups behind the plate? Trainer is on. The catcher's still laying down on his belly. It had to have hit there. I didn't see it even on the replay, but he went down like a sniper shot. Mr. and Mrs. Met look on. All right, Alright, he's on his knees finally. Mr. and Mrs. Met stand up to applaud. And he must have just fouled him and got him right in the, where. But, I don't know. I guess somehow I missed it. I'm blind. But, I mean, that has to be what happened. So he's on his knees. He's not on his belly anymore. Trainer's still talking to him. Long delay in bottom and top 6 as Mets catcher injured on a foul tip. I think they're getting the backup catcher ready. He's got his gear on. Who is that? Alvarez, number 4, getting ready? Or is Torrens staying in? Let's see. Well, no indication on MLB.com here. Let's check the scoreboard here. Do a quick refresh here. He's on his feet. Looks like he's staying in the game. So 1-0 Cardinals, bottom of the first in DC. Top first, no score yet in Pittsburgh between the Braves and Pirates. Top of 1, Rangers at Tigers. Giants and Twins, Marlins and White Sox in warm-ups. Delayed start, Brewers at Rays. No, he did come out of the game. Alvarez will catch. Okay, I was wrong. And MLB just indicated. All right, well, hopefully Torrens is all right, but man, I don't. Oh, and Alvarez got hit by a pitch yesterday, and he was hurt. Catcher's getting banged up for the Mets, and they're giving him a couple warm-up pitches to catch, I guess. Well, and the pitcher needs to warm up after the delay. So I don't know. I guess it could still hurt even if you get hit in the cup. But whew, hope he's all right. Alright, should be set soon. So, with 1 out, Crow Armstrong hit a solo homer to right, where we got a 2-2 count with 1 out and nobody on. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 2-2. Left-handed hitting Tucker facing Canning. Or from the left-handed batter's box, I should say. The righty, Canning. 86 pitches. Tucker's 0 for 2. Setting up right down the middle pretty much. Bouncer in the dirt. Ball 3. Full count, 1 out. 1 in on the solo homer. Nobody on. Alright, here's the pitch Swung on, grounder to the first baseman, throws in time to the pitcher covering the bag, 2 away. And great camera work. They had a third base side view, couldn't even hardly see the pitch, and it was grounded. You couldn't even tell. Really difficult to see that he grounded to first. All right, 2 outs, but we got a tie game here in the top of the 6th. Nobody on. Suzuki 0 for 2, a ground out, strikeout, ground out, 247 average. Right-hander on right-hander, takes ball 1 high, 85 miles per hour. All right. Gets the signal from the catcher. Canning is set. They're setting up high. Now he's low. Fouled off, 86, strike 1. Torrens is now walking around in the dugout, but he's heading to the clubhouse or the locker room. He's out of the dugout area. All right. Here's the 1-1 to Suzuki. Strike just on the inside corner, high. Strike 2. On deck, Michael Bush, the first baseman. Suzuki playing left today. Here's the pitch. Grounder to the left side, third base to first in time, 5-3 ground out. Ends the inning, but the Cubs come up with 1 run on 1 hit to tie the game up as we head to the bottom of the 6th. 1 run on 2 hits for the game for the Cubs, 1 run on 5 hits for the Mets. Solo home run in the top of the 6th to tie at 1-1. So that's our only sub so far. After taking a foul tip, we can guess where. The starting catcher Torrens had to be replaced by Alvarez with 1 out in the top of the 6th. And a reminder, we'll have the NBA game coming up at 2:30. Thunder at Nuggets. 2-1 Nuggets lead game 4. Oops, wrong graphic. Yeah, what the heck? Yep, so no live stream tomorrow. I'll have something, either NHL 94 video release, or maybe I'll get a Tecmo Super Bowl Buffalo Bills season playthrough ready. Then we'll have the White Sox in Cincinnati take on the Reds for a 3-game set. Friday, White Sox at Cubs in the afternoon, and then Friday night football, UFL. Strike 1 taken, 80 miles per hour. Yeah, I guess. No, I understand it. Fouled off. Strike 2. I gotta fix this graphic. I mean, I know they don't in football. I remember Jordy Nelson talking about the Packer fans getting a little too handsy on the Lambeau Leaps. All right, ball one, take it inside. Pete Alonso on deck. Soto 0 for 2. Pitch number 75 for Boyd. Fouled off. We'll do the 1 and 2 again. All right. Lefty on lefty, swung on and missed, 93 miles per hour, just a hair outside. Strike 3 and out number 1 is what I was trying to get to. Here in the home half of the 6th. So again, the third hitter, Alonso up, and Vientos, the cleanup hitter, on deck. 318 average, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Strike 1 taken, 73 miles per hour. Right-handed batter's box. The lefty delivers low and outside, 77 miles per hour. 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2, 93 miles per hour. About to throw his 80th pitch here in the bottom of the 6th. 80 for the game. Here's the pitch. Foul tip. 2-2. All right. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Leadoff strikeout. Swinging. All right, can we get back to the game? I don't know what Roku is showing here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, 94 miles per hour. Strike 3, 2 away. Oh, shoot, did I fix this other box? No. So 1 for the Cubs in the top of the 6th. There we go. Oh, nasty. Oh. I started to laugh and then the last 2 words got me. Needed surgery. Yikes. Poor guy. Alright. Right-handed batter's box. 92 miles per hour. Driven to left. At the wall. Gone. Home run. For the Metsies here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 away. So they get that run back and get the 1-run lead right back. And driven to left, first pitch, gone. Vientos, number 27. A little bit inside, just pulled his hands in and drove it to left. Let's see, did that make it to the stands? I don't know, they cut the replay. All right, lefty on lefty. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, I believe. Maybe he fouled it off. Didn't quite see it. All right, here's the pitch, low. 82 miles per hour, and I hit the wrong button. Apologies. 1-1 the count. Nemo 1 for 2 with a single. Here comes the 85th pitch for Boyd for the game. Fouled off, 92 miles per hour. 1 and 2, 2 away. Solo shot. Gets the 1-run lead back for the Mets in the home half of the 6th. I just leaned on a key. Sorry about that. 1 and 2 the count. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Low. 77. Ball 2. All right. Gets the sign. Pretty much setting up right down the middle. The catcher. Inside it. Hit him. Base runner with 2 away. 2-2 pitch. Got him in the... Got Nemo, I think, in the right shoulder. He was trying to get out of the way. Was it the right or the... I don't... let's see if we got a replay. Looks like that might be it for Boyd. Or at least they're going to buy the bullpen some time. We got a mound visit here. Don't know the Cubs pitching coach, so I think it's the pitching coach. I don't think this is Counsell, but I could be wrong. Catcher, pitcher, coach or manager here. Nemo at first after the hit by pitch. Yeah. Right, yeah. Right, yeah, it's on Roku. Yes, or agreed. Yeah, I don't know. I know it's ahead. I think I'll leave it. But yeah. I hear you, Bubba. Thanks. Yeah, they're probably at least 2 pitches ahead, if not more. All right. 1 for 1, hit by pitch, single, and scored the run after when he got tripled in. Outside, 77, ball 1. So this is Marte, the DH for today. All right. Here's the delivery. Strike 1, swinging just outside, 77. Alvarez, the catcher, on deck. We had to replace Torrance, top of the 6th. Fouled off, 91, 1-2. Yeah, that's true. I knew it was coming. All right, left-handed against the to the right-handed batter's box, just outside, 78, 2-2. 2 outs. Runner at first after the hit by pitch. Pitched 91 already for Boyd in the bottom of the 6th. And we're set. Here's the pitch. Popped up, 92, short center, second baseman out to make the catch to retire the side, but not before the Mets get the run back and take the 2-1 lead heading to the top of the 7th. And let me double check. Yep, end of the 6th. Yeah, and I will do my best to not say swung on and belted. Yeah, that would be brutal. But they could watch the... Do they use that location thing that MLB has? That's my question. All right, through 6, 2-1 Mets. A solo shot for each team in the 6th inning. And the Mets had a hit by pitch and a triple in the 2nd. Hey, it's Stilly. Yep. Yeah, I agree, Bubba. Oh, let's see. We got... Okay, Garrett is in relief of Canning to start the 7th. Reed Garrett, where's number 75, a right-hander. 0-1 on the season, .57 ERA. 17 appearances, 15.2 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, whip or walks hits per innings pitched, 102. Debuted in 2019. Originally a Texas Rangers prospect. And we'll see if that's it for Boyd in the bottom of the 7th. Alright, looks like Roku's back. Let's get the proper bug up there. First pitch outside, 92 to the lefty, ball 1. Or in the left-handed batter's box. This is Bush, 0 for 2. Garrett, the right-hander. They're setting up outside. That's where it is, just in the zone. Taken. Strike 1, 1-1. All right. Low, ball 2. Yeah, this game is taking a while here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark here in the top of the 7th. They have not shown the pitch clock at all. Here's the pitch. Misses just outside. Ball 3. This ump's strike zone, you never know. He's been inconsistent. He's called stuff outside a strike. Sometimes he doesn't. He calls the inside, Oh, swung on a tough pitch. Missed. 92. Strike 2. Full count to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 7th. On deck is Carson Kelly, the catcher for the Cubs today. Setting up high. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4, 92 miles per hour. The Cubs have the leadoff hitter on base. And let's take a quick look. Do we know? Yeah, we won't know. 324 average, 8 home runs, 23 RBI, 0 for 2 strikeout lineup so far for Kelly. Right-hander on right-hander. Here's the pitch, setting up high, inside, almost hit him, ball 1, 91. Just turned away from it. Big red full beard for the pitcher, Garrett. Here's the pitch. Strike. Just hits the inside edge of the plate. 95 miles per hour. Or I should say the inside of the strike zone. 1-1. Setting up just a shade high. Low and outside. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Great pitch. So I'm guessing the catchers just kind of set up wherever and kind of try to get the hitters, off balance if they're taking a peek out of their peripheral vision. Runner at first, nobody out. 1-2 count from the righty. Working from the stretch, high leg kick though. Ball 2 inside, 87. Nico Horner on deck, second baseman. All right, time is called. Kelly steps out of the box. There goes my knee. 2-2, nobody out. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. No idea. Low and outside, I think. They decided to show behind the catcher, behind the ump cam. All right, that's already 11 pitches so far, working here in relief in the 7th for Garrett. Runner at first. Grounder to second. Can't get the runner. Throws the time in time at first. Good play. Thought about tagging the runner. So man at second, 1 out, and that'll bring up Horner. And if you're looking at MLB.com, we know we've got a hit coming up. Yeah, I get. This is a streaming source instead of over the air, so actually, I think MLB's even ahead of when I'm over the air. All right, checks the runner, swung on down the left field line, fair ball, grounder, left fielder plays it, stand up double, ties the game up for the Cubs in the home half of the 7th. Still nobody out. And I gotta check the hits. 3-6. And I need to make it mid-7th. And let's see, 7th, and there we go. Okay, will do. All right. Fouled off his foot. He's hopping around. Inside pitch. Wow. Thinks hopefully Swanson's all right here. The shortstop, number 7. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Yeah, that was brutal. I couldn't tell what happened on that pitch. It's like, why even bother? And then on this one ground ball, they showed a behind third base, third base stands shot, and it ended up being a grounder to the first baseman, and I could barely tell what was going on. It was brutal. These stupid establishing shots by Roku are just awful. I thought CHSN did a bad job. All right, 0-1 the count. A liner into center. Center fielder has it. Runner will have to hold. Hit the wrong menu. 1 away here in the Cubs top. I'm sorry, there's 2 away. Somehow I screwed up. So Turner's the batter. Righty against righty. Redbeard against Redbeard. Fouled off, strike 1. Heater down the middle. A 1-1 the count. We got action in the Cubs bullpen. That's right-hander Brad Keller getting warmed up. All right. 0-1. Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Yeah, no, I agree. That's exactly right, Bubba. It doesn't make any sense. And same thing with football. Behind the quarterback, I can't see the full formation. The UFL does that. You can't tell how many receivers are set. Fouled off, 95, 1-2 pitch. So you'll see like the old line and the backfield, but you can't tell how many receivers there are. I don't know. And NBA was missing stuff yesterday. They would be showing replays or interviews, and they'd completely miss the start of a quarter, for instance. All right, 1-2 pitch, high, ball 2, up in the way up, like catcher's mask high. All right, 2-2 count, 2 away, runner at second. Garrett checks the runner at second. He wants it high. Another foul ball. 2-2. We'll do it again. Showing the Mets dugout. Assume it's the manager. 20 pitches for Garrett in this 2/3 of an inning worked here so far in relief in the top of the 7th. All right, again, Redbeard, righty. Flies one to center. That should be caught. That'll retire the side. But the Cubs tie it up. And we head to the home half of the 7th. Tied at 2-2. So we got middle of the 7th. 2-2. And 6-3 Mets on the hits, right? Both redheads? Is that what you're saying? Oh no, the directors. Okay, got it. I thought you had something against redheads. Wow. Oh man. The Sox 4-game set. All the games were pretty quick. I think 2.5 was the long. Wow, this game is crawling though. And not once has Roku shown the pitch clock, by the way. Only on accident when they are trying to show the pitcher from a different angle do they actually catch it. Maybe that's just MLB though, because I think it's the MLB TV crew doing it because they did the pregame, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know much about the baseball broadcast on Roku. All right, let's check, see if the bullpen is coming into the game here. Not yet. I'll keep an eye on it though. Yeah, full red beards on Garrett, the pitcher, and then the batter who ended it. I think that was what, Turner? He's the DH today. All right. Speaking of subs, Alvarez is the leadoff hitter. In the bottom of the 7th, he had to relieve Torrens in the top of the 6th when he took a foul tip to just the tip. More like the berries. Alright, let's get the proper log up there. So yeah, 2-2 solo shots for each team. Crow Armstrong in the 6th and Vientos in the 6th. The Mets run was a hit by pitch, then a triple by Torrens. The Cubs had a double that scored a run. Actually, it was like first base runner, ground out, then a double. I guess we're still doing whatever their rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game is in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, that's not Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but whatever. All right. Well, good thing is my internet has cooperated today. No drop frames and frozen video. Just have to remember to keep the settings at 3250 for the bit rate. Oh my gosh, how much longer is this delay? All right, looks like Alvarez is finally headed out to the batter's box. Umpire's still sweeping the plate. Oh, and it is Keller in relief. Brad Keller, 16 games, no record, 3.57 ERA, 17 and 2/3 innings, 20 strikeouts, 6 walks, 224 opponents, average, no homers allowed thus far. Again, so we got the 7th, 8th, and 9th due up for the Mets. Bottom of the 7th, tie ball game. Number 4, a righty versus righty, swung on and missed, nasty pitch just off the low outside corner. 286 average, 1 homer, 7 RBI in 11 games for Alvarez. Keller delivers, that one's fouled off, 88, strike 2. The troll is the sign that somebody made, I guess, It's on his catcher thing, according to this drawing by somebody that they're showing on the center field scoreboard. Their score, yeah. All right. Alvarez waits. Here's the pitch high. Ball one, 87 miles per hour. All right, in the windup, here's the delivery low, or just outside, well, outside, not low, but way outside. Ball two, 88. On deck, Acuna. Taylor in the hole. Here's the pitch, grounder between short and third into left field. Leadoff single for the Mets by the catcher. Nobody out. 8th place hitter up. 9th place on deck. Top of the leadoff in the hole, Lindor. But that'll bring up Acuna, the second baseman. Center fielder Taylor on deck. All right. Here's the pitch. Showing bunt. Pops it. And it rolls foul. Strike one. Oops, I forgot to reset the strikes and the count. Another pink bat. Mets have pink wristbands as well for Mother's Day. 1 for 2 is single. 286 average, no homers for Acuna. Keller delivers. No clue what happened. I think it was a foul ball. We had that establishing shot. I'm going to guess strike. It is strike two. Good Lord. This is brutal. Stop showing this behind the ump and third base line shots. Bouncer in the dirt, 89. Ball one. All right, Keller is set. Here's the pitch. Grounder to short. 6-5. Sorry, 6-4-3 double play. Misspoke there. Rack 'em up. Grounder to short. Toss to second. On to first in time. Erases the leadoff single. We got 2 away, bottom of the 7th. Taylor 0 for 2, 2 pop-outs, 243 average, 1 homer, 6 RBI in the season. Here's the first pitch. Okay, it was on the line, but they called it high, ball one. This guy's strike zone is so inconsistent, this frickin' ump. Swung out and missed, 98, strike one. That was about the same height. All right, 1-1 to Taylor, the 9th place hitter, way high, 98, ball two. Nice double play turned by the Cubs defense. And Ryan Stanek is warming up. Looked like a righty for the Mets. Swinging and a miss, 97, way inside, strike two. Excuse me. All right. In the windup, delivery. Oh, yeah, he punched him out. Late call. I thought it was a ball. That'll end the inning as we head to the top of the 8th. 2-2 game. Nope, I got to change this to end of 7th. There we go. Is that right? 230-270. Okay, quick break. Be right back. commercial. I need more water. Man, I was hoping for a break between the baseball and NBA coming up. We'll see, though. Holy cow. 2-2. All right, we're headed to the top of the eighth. I gotta fix this. New pitcher for strike one, 98. Swung on and missed, I believe. 1 second. All right, Birdie, the 9th place hitter, 0 for 2. Stanek is in relief. High 100. Count as 1-1. Stanek 17 games, 0-3 record, 3.68 ERA, 14.2 innings, 13 strikeouts, 6 walks, 2 something average. Swung on and missed on a 98. Inside high corner. Strike 2. Birdie, then the top of the order with Crow Armstrong and then Tucker, the 2nd place hitter, on deck. I mean, in the hole. All right, setting up high and outside. Misses 100 highs. Ball 2. He's got some heat. All right, 2-2 pitcher setting up high again. Fouls off, 99. They'll do the 2-2 pitch again. Yeah, again, apologies. MLB is a little ahead here. Swung on and missed 100 mile per hour on the top outside corner. And I'm hitting the wrong button. Strike 3. 1 away. And let's see, so Canning pitched 6, gave up a run. Garrett pitched 1, gave up a run. And Stanek in relief. Boyd pitched 6, gave up 2. Keller pitched 1, didn't give up anything. Foul, line down the right field line. Strike 1. 266 average. Yeah, Crow Armstrong is 1 for 3 with a home run, his career tying 10th home run on the season. Setting up high, fouls off, 90, 0-2. Stanek, 8 pitches here in the top of the 8th. All right. Left-handed batter's box for number 4, Crow Armstrong. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch outside. Or, just a tick outside. Strike 3. Quickly 2 away as Stanek works in the top of the 9th. Tucker up. He is 0 for 3 with his... spoilers here. Yeah, Roku is quite a bit behind the MLB.com feed. All right, setting up high. Misses ball 1, 100 miles per hour. Tucker 0 for 3, strikeout, 2 groundouts, 10 home run, 32 RBI in the season, 270 average so far. Setting up high again. Here's the pitch. 90 miles per hour, driven into center and under it to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Tie game, 2-2. Let me double check the hits. Make sure I didn't mess up. 2-3, 2-7. No errors either team. All right. Actually, should I leave that there? Wait, let's scroll. Does that matter? Yeah, we should. Alright, we'll go like this. Yeah, and then when I scroll to see the pitchers. Alright, so Hodge will pitch the bottom of the eighth for the Cubs. Porter Hodge, number 37. Right-hander. He's got a 2-0 record, 4.24 ERA, 18 appearances, 2 saves, 17 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts. They don't show his walks, but his whip, walks, and hits per innings pitched is 1.35. Hey, and happy birthday to him in 11 days. And he was a Cubs draft pick in 2019 from Salt Lake City. Oh, I'm sorry. His debut was 5/22. I'm stupid. Sorry, his birthday is February 21st, 2001. Oh boy, I'm dumb. All right. Let's get back to yeah. You can scroll and take down the logo. All right, let's put the proper bug up, and we'll just get you a quick reminder what's coming up on Sin Bin Stream this week. No live stream tomorrow. We do have the NBA game coming up at 2:30. Got the 3-game set in Cincinnati, White Sox at Reds. Then Friday, Sox at Cubs in the afternoon, and a Friday night UFL game, 7 p.m. Central. All right, leadoff hitter is in the left-handed batter's box, right-handed pitcher. We got ball 1. Alright. Here's the delivery. Just outside, 94. Ball 2. Yeah, 16 strikeouts, 10 walks for Porter Hodge. 1 home run allowed. Here's the pitch by Hodge. 85, right down the middle, taking strike 1. Huh. Bartman. I have no idea. Lol, though. Alright, ball high, 84. I thought he moved to Florida. I don't remember last I heard. Wasn't there a 30 for 30 on that? That's probably the last time I heard it. Yeah, horrible memories of 2004. Swung on to right field. This looks like it's going to be gone. At the track, yep. Home run and a lead for the Mets here in the bottom of the 8th. He could tell he just dropped the bat. Watch the flight. 3-2 Mets. Here in the bottom of the 8th on 8 hits. Only 3 hits for the Cubs. Another solo shot. Alright, Porter Hodge gives up his 2nd home run on the season. They're showing the celebration. They almost missed the pitch. Swung on, hit the left fielder on the run, makes the catch for 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. So I need to put... Oh, I gotta fix this box. It's a 1 run for the Mets here in the 8th. 2, 3. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 taken, 85 to Vientos. The cleanup hitter inside, 95, ball 1. Nemo on deck. I'm sorry, this is Alonso. Vientos is on deck. Apologies. MLB is way ahead. Hits 1 to left. That's down. At 1 hopper and easy double. Stand up. One out, runner in scoring position. Ninth hit for the Mets. And Cubs in trouble here in the bottom of the eighth. Trailing by 1. And, yep, MLB's ahead. Way ahead. Alright. Well, I'll try to act surprised here. Liner to center. Oh, bobbled by the center fielder. The runner scores easily. There's a throw, but not in time. If he doesn't bobble that, maybe they got a chance to throw him out. And the Mets are blowing it open a little bit here in the home half of the eighth. Wonder if anybody's warming up for the Cubs. So Vientos gets pinch run for by Azocar, Azokar. We got a mound visit, trying to buy some time for the bullpen, or maybe we're getting the hook for Hodge. Let's check MLB. That's it. Yep. Hollowell, right-handy, will come in relief. So poor outing here by Hodge. He's already given up 2. He's on the hook for another runner. He only got 1 out. And the Cubs make a pitching change. So delay. Yeah, let me fix that. Alright, let's check out the scoreboard. Let's get a refresh. Hollowell warming up for the Cubs. Cardinals up 2-1, top of the 5th. The game is in D.C. Cardinals at Nats. Braves Pirates scoreless, heading to the bottom of the 4th. Rangers up 3-0 in Detroit on the Tigers. Bottom 3rd. Bottom 2nd. No score. Reds Astros. Red Sox Royals scoreless with the Red Sox still batting. Top of the 2nd. Giants up 1-0 on the Twins in Minnesota. And they're headed to the bottom of the 2nd. Marlins White Sox scoreless. And they're heading to the bottom of the 2nd. Brewers Rays, looks like it just got underway. That game was delayed almost an hour. It's supposed to be 12:40. It's 1:35 now. And then later today at 2:10, Padres Rockies, and the rest of the schedule at 3. Alright, stay tuned. Coming up in an hour, we'll have the Thunder at Nuggets. Game 4 with the Nuggets up 2-1 in that series. Alright, pinch runner at first. 2-run lead, only 1 out here. Hollowell, 4 appearances. Just misses upstairs, 93, ball 1. Nemo, the batter, he's 1 for 2. And a strikeout. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1, 92, just outside. And we got a camera well shot from a still photographer. Great. As the runner from first takes his lead. Alright, setting up a little outside. Pitches inside. 94, taken. Strike 2. McNeil on deck. For Marte, I guess. Because MLB doesn't have that yet. Throw to first. Safe. Well, I'll give it to Roku. At least they show the throws to first. CHSN cannot cut to the camera quick enough. They never get. I think I've seen one that was in time in that 4-game set. They had to replay a pickoff because they missed it. Swung on, driven to right, back at the track and gone. 2-run bomb just over the fence, and the Metsies are blowing it up here in the 4th. I'm sorry, with 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Apologies. That was a rocket. It just cleared the fence, but what do they got? 6 runs, 11 hits? Yeah. So, man, that closes the book on Hodge. He gave up 3 runs, 3 hits, a home run in just a third of an inning, and Hollowell, a third of an inning, has given up 1 now as well, a home run. So it's going to be a tough 9th inning for a comeback to try and rally and win this series for the Cubs. 1 out, nobody on, strike 1, taken 83 on the outside edge of the plate. Pops up a 95 mile per hour on the edge of the infield into the outfield grass. Shortstop under it. Out number 2. And I'm assuming, well, it's a 4-run lead. So who comes out to pitch? Will Stanek head back out there, or will they bring in somebody else to pitch the 9th? You know, not a save situation yet. So. All right, so McNeil was a pinch hitter. Then Alvarez and now Acuna. Oh, I'm sorry, Alvarez is up now. Apologies, yeah, MLB's ahead. Strike 1, strike 2, swinging. Inside pitch. Alvarez 1 for 1. 0-2 count, nobody on, 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch, and a blooper just past second into right field. Another single for the Mets. 12 hits on the day. 230-612-0. Yep, 230-612-0. And we are past 2.5 hours. The game picked up the pace a little despite all the runs and the pitching changes. Acuna is up 1 for 3 on the day. Fouls off a 95 mile per hour pitch. Strike 1. Jammed him inside. Alright. Here's the pitch. Oh, looked like a slider or something breaking. 87 outside, low as well. A lot of movement. Alright, 1-1, 2 away. 1 runner on first. Grounder right back to the pitcher. He jogs to the first base and tosses to the first baseman in time. But not before the Mets come up with 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th to take a 6-2 lead heading to the top of the 9th, where the Cubs are down to their last 3 outs of the game. And yep, we got Thunder at Nuggets coming up. Less than an hour till tip. 230-612. So a 2-run shot in the bottom of the 8th. And I think 2 2-run shots, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, eighth inning off Hodge. Eighth inning off Hollowell. Yeah. I believe there was, two two-run homers. Plus a solo shot. Then the other Mets run was a hit by pitch and then a triple by Torrens. Cubs had a solo home run by Crow Armstrong in the sixth inning, and they doubled in their other run. Horner's double drove in a run. All right. Let's see. Who do we got pitch in the ninth? Okay, it is Diaz in relief. Edwin Diaz, number 39, right-hander. 1-0 on the season, 3.60 ERA, 15 appearances, 8 saves, 15 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts, 1.20 whip. And brother of Alexis Diaz. All right. This is not a save situation, though. It's a 4-run lead. They still bring in their closer. Oh, yeah, we need to... Whoops. I gotta scroll again. And they're showing Diaz running in from the bullpen. We got Mr. and Mrs. Met playing trumpets, or faking playing trumpets on the... maybe the right foul line. Ball 1, 96, taken high. And it is this Suzuki, who's 0 for 3 today. 1 strikeout. Yeah, 23 strikeouts, 7 walks, 2 home runs allowed by Diaz. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, 96, strike 1. It was out of the strike zone. Tough to lay off. Brett Beatty, B-A-T-Y, at third base. Upstairs, taken, 88, strike 2. High in the strike zone, but it's still a strike. 0 for 3, strikeout, and 2 groundouts. Grounder to third, over to first. High throw, stretch, caught it, 1 out. Cubs down to their last 2 outs. Bush, the first baseman, and then Kelly on deck. So not much offense for the Cubs today. Only 3 hits, 2 runs. Michael Bush, 0 for 2. Grounder to third, shallow. Throw to first in time, quickly, 2 away. And we are down to the last out for the Cubs. It is Kelly. 0 for 3, a strikeout, 319 average, the catcher. Diaz, number 39 on his jersey. Sweet goatee here, just the no connecting mustache. Got the soul patch connected to 97 miles per hour, fouled off. It was gonna catch the inside of the top of the strike zone. 319 average, 8 home run, 23 RBI for the season. 0 for 3, grounded out in the 7th in his last at bat. Fouled off, 89, down to their last strike. 0-2 the count. Fans on their feet, clapping, cheering. Game over 2 hours and 41 minutes so far. I think they started a little late, maybe 2:40. All right, ball inside, 1-2 the count. It didn't start at 11:05, but probably 11:06. So we're at the 2 hour, and spoiler alert, yeah, there we go. MLB. All right, 1-2 the pitch. Just over 2 hours and 40 minutes into this game. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2. So 2, 3, 6, 12. Let me get this ready. Grounder to first. Weekly tosses to first. In time. That'll do it. That's your final. 6-2. Mets win. Final 2-3-0 for the Cubs, 6-12-0 for the home team Mets. So that drops the Cubs to 23-18. The Mets take game 2 and game 3, or they took 2 of 3. I've already forgotten who won which. I think they took game 1 and 3. Apologies, I don't remember. All right, that'll do it. We're gonna have the NBA game coming up in less than an hour, so tune back in for that. There's your breakdown. 1 for the Mets in the second, 1 each team in the 6th, 1 for the Cubs in the 7th. 4 big runs on 2 2-run homers. The difference in the game for the Mets. And here's your box score. We'll scroll down. So, blown save for Garrett. Stanek picks up the win to get to 1-3. And loss to Hodge. He drops to 2-1. All right, again, so the Cubs are now 23-18, and the Mets improve to 26-15. They take 2 of 3 in this 3-game set. All right, coming up in less than an hour, NBA. If you're just here for baseball, next game is Tuesday night, off day tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please click like on the video if you like what we do here, and consider hitting subscribe to Sinbin Stream on YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the outcome, or hope you enjoyed the broadcast despite the outcome if you're a Cubs fan. Congrats on the win to the Mets fans. We'll see you next time. This is Sinbin Stream signing out for less than an hour. Take care. We'll see you next time.